Hey everybody, Scott Hogan coming to you here. We've got 8 days left till the start of the best tournament of the year, in my opinion. That's the Masters tournament. So we wanted to go through these videos, and I wanted to take you through my top 9, the critical 9 holes that you need to get through at Augusta to have success and hopefully win the Masters this year. So we're going to start going through hole by hole. Again, there's no real research that goes with this. This is going to be my opinion as we go. Again, just holes that I think are critical. There's no order to this as well. We're just going to be going in numerical order throughout the course, picking out the holes that have that effect. So we're going to start it right off the bat. As a critical hole, when we start looking at Augusta National, is the first hole. When you're going through the front 9, the key to Augusta is really, can you just keep it together on the front 9 and get to that back 9, especially like we always hear on Sunday, can you get to the back 9? So when we start looking at holes that we want to get through, the first one's definitely one that we would go with. So as we go through this first hole, we'll see it's a par 4. It plays slightly uphill. It does dogleg right. The big thing to look at this hole is they've lengthened the hole to where that bunker on the right-hand side now is approximately 305, 310 yard carry based on where the tee is. So again, depending on the wind direction, with it being uphill, that can be a very, very tough carry, especially if somebody kind of fans one out there. It would be really hard to get that ball over that bunker. So as we start playing the hole, it really can become a challenge if you put the ball in that bunker. That's really your main thing. You can also see it's fairly tight on the left side as well. So it really is just a hole where it kind of kicks you in the teeth and says you got to step up here and hit a pretty good drive. So again, for me at 457 uphill, that's going to be a driver for me all day. And my goal is, again, I just kind of want to get off to a solid start, not try to do anything too crazy. So for me, I'm going to try to see if I can hit my normal drive right in the middle of the fairway. So we hit it pretty good. That's my normal kind of shot shape. Started out a little to the right, little draw, and we'll get it up that hill for, I'll tell you what, if I could do that, if I was ever playing the Masters, that would be pretty good for me. So up the hill, 266, very little roll, where, it's playing a good 10 to 15 yards uphill. I would take that all day. So now if you've got yourself into position, you can see our obstacles coming into the green are going to be, with Augusta National, it's all about where do you miss. So as we start looking at the green surfaces, we have to start thinking, where do we want this ball to be? The thing that we do know is there's going to be slopes short right. That's going to feed the ball off. We'd rather be, I believe you want to get it over onto the left side where you have a little bit of better angle. If you were to happen to chip, you'd have a little bit less slope to deal with. But the one thing that Augusta National does to us as a player is say, we've got to get the ball into a decent area on the green, or else we're going to have to really deal with the putting and the chipping around these surfaces. So my number one goal here, 188 going up the hill. I'm going to say this is going to be a 5-iron for me. I'm going to play it closer to about 200 yards, and I'll be okay if I come up a little bit short as we go. So we'll see what we get. Struck it well. We'll see if it's online. And we did pretty good there. I like that. So it was online, and you know what? I can't do any better than that. So we've hit it in to a pretty good spot. All right, so as we go, as I start looking through it, we'll go through our green here. So you can see if I can get the ball into the proper quadrant, I've got a fairly simple putt that I can work with. So again, having really good distance control with our irons. If I start clicking around the green here a little bit, what we can start seeing is that with our grids, and if you look, you can see a lot of these greens start running off on the edges. So that's what you run into here on the first hole. And if we start looking back down, you can see again, a lot of runoffs around the greens. So this flag was pretty benign being in the back middle, but you can see short right, that was over here. You can see it start running off towards the green. So really getting off to a good start, putting yourself in position off of the tee. That's a key thing, putting yourself in position so you having a chance to get the ball in the right section, have control over your golf ball with the approach shot. That's really going to make a big difference into your ability to just get off to a solid start. Hopefully have a really good chance at a birdie, but if you get out of here with a 4, this hole historically is played as the 6th toughest over time, and in recent years, that's really started to skew the edge, as it used to be a lot easier hole. Now with the added length, it's become one of the tougher holes on the entire course. So it's really important to get off to a good start, not put yourself behind the 8 ball early as you get your rounds going. So watch out for number 1 at the Masters. Now you've got a good look at it, what the players are trying to do, and see what they're looking as they're out there playing.